Good rockin' morning, all you beautiful people. What a beautiful morning it is. I hope you're waking up with gratitude, excitement, fulfillment, excitement, joy. It's going to be a great day. And if you haven't woke up like that, ask yourself why. You know, it's kind of funny that I didn't even mean it to formulate like that, but that's what I kind of wanted to get into anyways today is I'll talk a little bit about me because I don't know your situation, but I know this happens to a lot of people in life. Why do I know that? Because I'm 44 years young and have lived long enough. At what time, at what point in your life, if you did you sell your dreams to merely exist? And I say that with confidence, not saying that you have. I say that with confidence in myself because I know I sold my dream, and I can remember when I sold my dream to those that weren't chasing their dreams. Now let's focus on that because that's very important. I sold my dream to those that weren't chasing their dreams, which is like going to an ice cream shop to get your oil changed. It doesn't make sense. So at what time in my life I began to do that in my 20s? I began to sell my dreams to those around me that weren't even chasing their dreams. The naysayers, the doubters, those that don't believe that that is possible for you, because who do you think you are? Do you think you were born with the silver spoon in your mouth? You're not one of those. You're not part of the haves. You're part of the have-not club, right? And the reason I asked that is because when we are chasing our dreams, when we are living a purpose-driven life, when we wake up with goals we're striving for, we wake up excited. If you've lost your excitement in life, I made a video about this not long ago, and for some reason Facebook flagged it and said it doesn't follow community guidelines. How? I'm trying to encourage people to find their excitement in life again, right? And I know that goes against the narrative because they're trying to make the whole world look like it's on fire, and it's not. So why and when did we sell our dreams? I'll tell you what. Most of the time when we have a dream, I don't care what it is. It doesn't matter what your dreams are. I don't care. That is not even relevant to the topic I'm going over. But most of the time, our disbelief within ourselves about accomplishing a dream, a vision, a goal is heavily predicated by the ones we surround ourselves with. And because it's the ones we surround ourselves with, those are the first people we bring our dreams to. Yeah. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to shoot your dream down. They might tell you something like this. Hey, no, that's probably not possible for you. Why don't you just go do what everybody else does? Why don't you just go follow the herd and go do what everybody else does? Do you know the statistics of people that would walk off their job right now if they could? It's like 76%. Do you know that 87% of the working class individuals in the United States do not like what they do for a living? Do you know out of those 87% of people, they all had a dream? They all told that dream to the wrong individual, and the wrong individual didn't believe in their dreams because they weren't even chasing their own dreams. Hey, my van says it's 118 degrees. I think there might be something wrong there. But anyways, that is the stats. That's not my numbers. You can look that number up as well. You can look up that 67% of the people would walk off their job right now if they could, which that means they dislike their job. And not only they dislike their job, a lot of people say, be professional, don't bring work home. You ain't gonna, it will impact your household eventually. So why do we sell our dreams away? I know why I did. Because I wanted to believe in the people. I believed in the people around me, and I didn't believe in my own abilities. And I ain't sitting over here saying I'm something. I'm not something. I'm just no different than, matter of fact, I have to get smacked in the face 30 times before I learn the lesson. So if you can get smacked in the face one time and not stick your hand on the stove, you're 29 times ahead of me. I touched the stove, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was hot. Let's see if it's hot again. Oh yeah, it's hot. Well, 5 times later, I'm like, oh hey, guess what? I'm not going to touch the stove no more. So, I was never academically inclined, none of that stuff. But for some reason, most people in the United States do not chase their dreams. And I mean their dreams. I'm not talking about their mommy and daddy's dreams. Oh, I'd be so proud of you if you followed me and you became a nurse like I did, or you became a lawyer like I did, or a judge, or a police officer. I'm not talking about that dream. That's not really your dream. That's the dream your parents have for you. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a nurse, a lawyer, a police officer. I back all that, and I love and support all of them. But most of us are not going after our actual true passion in life, or our true dreams in life. We're going after something a guidance counselor told us, hey, you'd be good here. And you're like, okay, because we're persuasive, we're easy to persuade. The human race is easy to persuade. You can see it all over the media outlets. So and people don't like to admit that, but it's the truth. I'm very persuadable. And what I've learned is, I just have to listen to the right stuff. I just have to read the right books. I have to educate myself the right way and not feed in, because if I feed into the bull crap out there too, I'll get fixated on that as well. I need to use discipline in order to listen to the right things, listen to the right people, or else I will go down a bad path as well. So, saying that, most of the population are not going after their dreams. And that's saddening, because it is 1000% possible to live out your dreams. Whatever they may be. Like I said, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. There are people out here that are illiterate, making millions of dollars a year. Literally illiterate. There are people that are dyslexic, they read backwards, they write back everything, making millions there are people paralyzed, making millions and millions of dollars a year. Now, I'm not saying that's your dream to hopefully part of your dream is to be financially successful. You live in the United States. You know what I mean? Like, that's our system. That's how it works. So hopefully that's part of your dream or goal. I just got here to the bank. I got to deposit a couple checks. Give me 1 second. Wait. Good. Sometimes the Dodge Grand Caravan has a mind of its own, and it will, my windows will go, I'll go to roll them down and they'll roll up, or vice versa. All right. Let's see here. So basically the gist of this whole thing is, I would love to see people live their dreams. And the reason for that is I know how that makes an individual feel. And there's no better feeling than going after your dreams and finding your purpose in life. There is no better feeling. Alcohol don't compare. I struggled with addictions. None of those addictions compared. Nothing feels as good as that. Purpose, having a purpose. We're purpose-driven people. It's payday. Well, not for me. But for everybody else but me, right? That's how it goes. That's a strong misconception I think people misunderstand with business owners. Every check isn't yours. Not even close. I actually misunderstood that in the beginning. I learned the hard way. The bigger you get, the less you make. Well, in the beginning, at least. The more people you have working for you, the less you make. So, I'm a dream chaser. I'm an opportunist. I look for the opportunities in everything. And I know what that makes me feel like. And I know others could be feeling that as well. And that's why I always try to wake up, and I don't always try, I do. I get myself an optimistic mindset and excited about my day because it's another day I get an opportunity to go after my dreams. And nothing's more gratifying. Like that feeling you got when you were a young kid, and it was Christmas Eve and you were so excited for the next day. You can get that feeling back. I've earned that feeling back, and it takes time. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy chasing your dreams. This is another reason why I think a lot of people just do what the majority do, is because so many people can see that that's actually worked.
Good morning, Justin. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Thank you. What can I do for you today?
I am. Can we just deposit that into the business checking? And they froze my business card.
Debit card?
Yeah, my debit card, because somebody, I don't know if it was Best Buy, something, tried making a withdrawal that I no longer needed that service, and I denied it.
Okay.
Can I apply for it right here with you?
You'd have to come inside for a new debit card.
Okay, I can do that.
You can come in whenever you'd like, and they do it right up at the teller line.
Okay. I don't think I'll just come in tomorrow. I got a busy day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah. What do you do? I see it. Decluttering.
We do decluttering. We do hoarding homes, residential, commercial cleaning, post-construction cleans, quite of an array of things.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Look us up on Facebook. I'll send back my card.
Sure, go ahead. I'm always interested in learning new things.
Yeah? Me too.
I need to declutter my home.
Oh, you do?
Oh, it's terrible. I have my basement. I have a whole, I call it my hoarder room.
Yeah.
When I moved, I kind of just threw everything in a room and just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's not the worst you've ever seen.
Well, welcome to about 95% of the population. You're not alone, hon. I have my own hoarding room, and we do it for a living. That is actually why we got started, because our garage was so hoarded we couldn't use our 2-car garage.
Yeah.
So we just donated everything that was donatable, and what was garbage went in the garbage.
Yeah, what I was planning on doing was like maybe renting like one of the big dumpsters.
Yeah.
And just pretty much throwing everything away. I know like it sounds terrible, but like donating stuff, I never know where to go. And
Yep.
half the time in my head I'm like, yeah, I'm going to donate that, and then I never do.
And then you never do. So if you ever do order a dumpster, I'm going to send this card. Make sure you get it through us. We'll save you money there.
Do what?
If you do end up ordering a dumpster, make sure you do it through us, and we'll save you $150 to $200.
Oh wow, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Dumpsters can get expensive.
They sure can. I know. I was looking into it. I was looking it up because I'm trying to get it done like as part of my spring cleaning for my house.
Yeah.
And yeah, but you know, with the weather being like it is, I'm not gonna want to make several trips outside when it's negative
90 trips to Goodwill.
Yeah. Does not sound fun. But yeah, if you come in tomorrow, they can help you right up at the teller line.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Anything else I can help you with today?
Nope, I'm just going to send this card back to you, and you have a wonderful day.
You as well, Justin. Thank you.
Thank you. I just love people. People are awesome. Yet that's another reason why I think it's important to wake up with purpose, because when you're chasing when you're fulfilling your purpose and you're waking up looking at life as an opportunity, your days are so much better in the amount of people and relationships you build. It's so much greater because you're not walking around the world and, oh, my day's miserable, bah, you know, whatever, right? I know that because I lived like that. I used to walk around like just angry, staring at everybody. Like, yeah, that got me real far in life. Like, you know what I mean? That got me loser results. So that's another really good reason and another really good benefit of chasing our purpose, chasing our dreams, and waking up and looking at each day as an opportunity, opposed to, oh crap, I gotta go to Walmart, opposed to, you know, something pessimistic. And if 87% of the people don't like what they do for their living, trust me, a large part of your day, your mind is somewhere where it doesn't want to be. And it's very detrimental on our mental well-being, our mental health. Why do you think there's a huge mental health crisis, one part of in the United States? Is because most people don't like what you do for a living. And if you're doing something 40 hours a week that you absolutely can. Now, I'm not saying you got to do everything you love to have a great life. You don't. There's not every aspect of what we do that I absolutely love. I don't like sometimes being up till 12 o'clock at night in my office. I don't enjoy that a lot, right? Or I don't enjoy always getting up at 5:30 so I can have 2 hours in the office in the morning. I don't always enjoy that, but it's part of it and it needs to be done. So you don't have to enjoy your entire day of what you do, but it is, if you despise everything you do where you work or your career or whatever, like, whether you know this or not, a lot of people say, I don't bring work home with me. It does rent in your mental health, and you do bring it home with you, whether you know it or not. And then that impacts our children, impacts our significant others. It pretty much impacts our relationships in a whole. And a lot of us are guilty of it, me as well. Actually, the majority, and we like to put a blind eye over the things we don't want to face in the reality we don't want to face. I know that because I did that all my life. I always put a little veil over, oh, I know that's not right, but I'm just going to act like I didn't see it. Yeah, that don't go over good. I'm going to tell you that. It's got me a lot of bad results in life. And I know it's got other people bad results in life. So again, I'm going to ask the question, at what point in our life did we stop chasing our dreams and why? And people will be like, well, I'm 45 now, it's too late. Well, look at Mel Robbins. She didn't get started till she was 44 years old. Now she has changed millions of people's lives through her story. She was laying on her couch drunk, businesses failing, her marriage was failing at 44 years old, and she woke up and made a difference in her life and changed it all the way around. Here she is. I don't know how old she is now, but I would imagine she's in her mid-50s or so. And she changes millions of people's lives today. So she is now today living her dreams, and she didn't even start chasing them until she was 44 years young. That's right where I'm at right now. That's why Mel Robbins, I resonate a lot with Mel Robbins. And she's just, if you haven't heard of her, check her out. Look her up. I know Brandy Alberts, most definitely. We talked back and forth about Mel Robbins. She's a phenomenal woman. So for those of you women that would rather learn from a woman, go check out Mel Robbins. She's absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at this because I got to run into the store. But ask yourself, at what time in your life did you stop chasing your dreams? And it's not too late to go after your dreams. Live with purpose, live with gratitude, and you'll enjoy and be in the present moment a lot more in life. I love you all. Have a blessed Tuesday. Wow, I'm almost a day ahead. Have a blessed Tuesday, guys. Thank you for watching, Amy. Love ya.